Oh, man, let's get this started. Right? Right? We can get started. Let's do this. Hey there, friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be in your part of the world.
Greetings, my excellent friend.
It is so good to see you. My name is Jeff Fritz, and today is December 10th, 2025. We're going to write a little bit of code today. Hello. Go ahead, fire away. Go ahead, you can do the thing. It's right there. So, I'm jumping back in with the St. Jude Play Live fundraiser. We're going to do that through the end of the year. As always, no pressure to donate, but if you'd like to, there's a QR code right down there you can use.
The analysis is complete.
Oh, what is it?
Imperial logo hat has been identified with high confidence.
That's right. You better believe it. That's what it is. We'll get to a little bit more about the St. Jude donations. You can find out more about what's going on. You can check the About section just below there. If you're watching on YouTube, of course, there's that button right over there, the QR code that you can scan to get to and learn more about the event. How you doing there, Robson Previato? Frackberg is here. Hello. Good morning, Surly Dev. Mythin. Hello. Let's head over here. We could talk a little bit. See, the analysis is complete. And there's everybody on chat. We're broadcasting live. Like I mentioned, we're on Twitch and YouTube. And as I was building out, and what I was really struggling with as I was thinking about things to do for a fundraiser for St. Jude, I wanted to do something fun, something a little bit different, something that was a little bit lower lift, something that doesn't need you to put in a bunch of effort, something that can be fun and easy to kind of push the button on and do something silly and goofy with. And I know some folks, they don't like the let's torment the streamer with food eating challenges and that kind of thing. And we've tried to do that a couple times in the past, and they've had varying levels of success. So my idea and what I started working on last night, and I thought, why am I doing this on my own on the side? Let's do it on stream. And the idea was, let's build and let's have in the background a chaos monkey. Let me start some music here in the background, and we'll talk about exactly what that is and exactly what we're going to build. And I'm going to time box this to today's stream only. We're going to build this. We're going to get it running. We're going to tweak it. We're going to tune it. And for our next stream, the Chaos Monkey will be running. So let's get some music playing here in the background. And this is almost perfect. This is called Crowd Control. There we go. This is music that's DMCA free. It's royalty free. Listen to it wherever you'd like. Check it out at streambeats.com. Big thanks to Harris Heller and his team of creators for this music we're listening to today. So if you do wander over to the Tiltify, and I don't think the St. Jude bot joins the stream with this series of streams. There's a bunch of things that you can redeem. There's, of course, the default rewards that you could pay for. No more chemo party, new toys for hospital patients. But
Your
there's
logic is
other
fractured,
trolling you
much
can
like
do.
Your chances of survival.
No, Charlie. It's going to get much worse. You can... Today, you can make donations, and no more link is allowed for the rest of the stream. We're not allowed to use link for any more development. You can make donations and force me to rename all the variables in whatever file we're working on to single letters. I will literally start up Copilot and say, go rename all the variables to single letters in this file. You can pay to have me turn off Copilot. In fact, I'm going to turn that off for today's stream because I want to use Copilot to get this done quickly, what we're working on. I do have the custom Fritz hats out there. If you're interested in getting the Super C Sharp hat, you want to get an Aspire hat, you want to get some of the other custom hats, not this one. This isn't one of my custom hats, but any of our emotes, any of our the Fritz and Friends logo, I will have a hat made and sent to you. Ergenrod with the resub, 33 months. Hello.
Ergonrod just resubscribed for 33 months.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, supporting the channel. I do have a couple milestones that are out there that some favorites and something new that we can try. At $100, I will dye my beard a color chosen and voted on by chat. When we reach $500, I'm going to do a Lego build stream. There's a couple of different Lego models, larger ones out there, and we'll spend a stream building that Lego kit live on stream and talking about it and having a good time learning and doing that kind of creative task. At $750, I'm going to do a speed coding challenge. Here's the deal. We're going to do this hackathon style. We're going to set a clock, and on a specific day, we'll know a couple days ahead of time. We're going to have an hour to build something and submit them into the
Londo Spark just
to be reviewed.
for
Londo Spark with the
months.
resub. Thank you so much. Now, I don't want to reveal what the challenge is, because when we get there, I don't want folks to have a little bit of a head start. But you'll have 1 hour to build a little app that does something goofy, does something silly. We will recruit some judges to help out, and we will have a proper hackathon style coding competition, Fritz versus the community, live. At $1,000, I will host a workshop on Blazor and ASP.NET. Not a mobile app, any kind of an application. You decide how you want to deliver it. And I've topped up at $1,250. The milestone at $1,250 is another Hot Wings challenge. So, Fritz versus friends, absolutely. Hey, Patty Boy, good to see you. Thank you so much for the resubs. Londo Spark bringing the prime. Ergenrod, 33 months at tier 1. Thank you so much. Eddie says, this is how your sabotage bot started. How can I build a tool to help raise money? Exactly. Exactly the kind of thing. Hey, PC nerd. Hello. So I started kicking around this idea of the chaos monkey that I want to build that's going to interfere with what we're developing. So Coder Danube, hello to you in Manchester. I'll bring up the map so we can see some of the locations that folks have chimed in from. Yeah, there we go. There's Coder Danube. And I'll show that, and then I'll show you the initial ideas for what we're doing here. And we'll dive in at that point. And start getting a little crazy about some of these things that we're going to build.
You've mentioned other AI tools at Ice Cream Stick Model. They process requests.
They do.
I curate experiences. The difference should be evident.
Oh, it is, Charlie. Now I do also have some ideas out there to allow you to submit custom troll messages into Charlie and have them be added on and living there. Even let you buy a custom message, a custom quote command that you can send into Charlie so that you can troll me in any way you like. That idea is floating out there. Is that something that would be fun to allow folks to do? We're on a hype train. Thank you so much already. Look at that. That is phenomenal. Level 1 of the hype train, minute 45 left. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that support. I really do. Mom! Look at that. Mom's here. I don't know if it's going to put the outside on there and pick that up. Nah, it didn't pick it up. I don't know why it didn't. It should have. Oh, wait a sec. Yeah, I got ice cream stick model. Try again, Mom. And Mom's here. Look at that. So Mom, we're raising money for St. Jude again. And I thought the St. Jude bot would stop in and would be out there. I don't think it's running. No, it's not. Give me 1 second here. I thought there was a bot that I could activate to get in here. Let me just double check, because I do want to make sure it's dropping in the messages and the links about the event. Ah, there we go. There's Mom. Thank you. Where is it here? No, that's the Tiltify dashboard. No. I thought there was a way. Play live tools. Chatbots. There we go. The Twitch chatbot. Holy smokes. Yes. Authorize. Connected to Twitch. 1 second here. Let's see if I can get this. Yep, authorize. And there's that one. Yep. I don't know what that means. All right, the chatbot is here, it says. Oh, okay, that won't work. Yeah, let's do this command. Hey, Ravnos. There we go. There's the St. Jude commands. All right. Fantastic. Okay, that's running. So, see that? Look, even Charlie says hi to Mom. Look at that. There is a dashboard, yes. And I have the Tiltify dashboard up over here so I can see that. The chatbot is a little bit weird to find and set up. So there should be a command to put the donation link, and it should be popping up every now and again. Yeah, there it is. SJ donate. There we go. So, but what we're going to build today, and Mom, I can't believe I'm doing this only because I'm setting myself up. So it didn't pick up. Well, hang on. You just said Pittsburgh. Like, right. You have to put that together as a greeting. It doesn't just pick up a location that somebody writes all by itself. Although I have a collection. There you go. I do have a collection of locations. I could check it against that already identified collection of locations, and if somebody says just that location name, plot it. Maybe that's a thing we can do. So the idea, the goal today is we're going to build the Chaos Monkey that's going to help us with St. Jude donations. Yeah, see, there's Charlie saying, I don't know what Pittsburgh is. Hey, Ravnos, there you go. We'll put a marker there in Miami for you. And you can be as accurate or as inaccurate as you would like with those locations. So what the Chaos Monkey is going to do, that we are time boxing and we are going to use Copilot extensively to vibe code this. What it's going to do is, hey, Exceldro, hello. Oh my goodness. Good to see you, friend. When there is a donation on Tiltify, it's going to send a webhook. That webhook is going to create an issue in the GitHub repository for CodeMedic, the project we're working on. We're going to trigger the GitHub coding agent with some special agent configuration that's going to insert unnecessary nonsense into our application. It's going to create a pull request, and we're going to merge that live on stream. So for a $5 donation, we're going to do things like add silly log lines to our unit tests, so that when the unit test runs, we'll get log messages that say, Chaos Monkey was here, I like cheese, or whatever. We'll have things like that happen, and more. Wait till you see. So we're going to build a little webhook handler. We're going to build a chaos mapper. Now, there was a thing here. The original idea that I was getting from Copilot was, well, at different dollar values, we'll do different types of trolling. No, we're going to do, you can choose a trolling interaction for $5. And it will apply that appropriately. We'll set up the coding agent. We will create issues that are labeled chaos. We have a couple of modules here that we should build, and it was saying, here's a rollout plan for this. No, we're going to try and do all of this right now. And we've got some technical requirements. Here's the Tiltify APIs, and here's how we're going to get started. So, all right. Should have gotten... Now, why didn't it drop a pin for the Netherlands? Because of the emote, that's why. I need to update Charlie to drop words from the end of a location that it thinks it found, so that it can get to a location better. Like, try to emit emotes. Can it expose security issues? Can the Chaos Monkey expose security issues? I don't think so. I'm not going quite that far. I don't think it's going to go quite that far. I was going to have it write various silly log statements, rename unit tests, randomly rename variables, insert excessive sleep statements into code. I wanted to get it to throw exceptions in different places. Hey, there we go. Thank you, Exceldra. I'll drop a pin on the map for you. But I didn't want to get into exposing security. That's not fun. I also had an idea of having it write a chaos plugin. And when that chaos plugin is executed, it would go off and do something crazy at the command line. I don't know what. Part of me doesn't want to know what. And part of me wants to let that kind of stew and grow on its own. And I'm not quite sure. But, and let us just be surprised by what it goes and evolves into. But I think we can have some fun with it doing some goofy things for us here. So, let me go back over and, right, here's the code we were working on for CodeMedic. I'm going to put that to the side just for today. Right, yeah, close folder. And let's create some space to work here. Yeah. So let's call this the Code Chaos Monkey. And create a new solution. I think it's Aspire-app host is what I'm thinking. Because I'm going to set up, I need to set up a dev tunnel. I need to set up a little Yeah, a little website that's going to be receiving webhooks. Thank you. Oh, you've got new packages for me? All right, fine. Well, then don't give me that notation. Just saying. Okay. And let's give me a new I just want a new web. And I'll call that chaosmonkey.web. Cool. Yeah, let's do single file here. Hey, Eldorian, hello to you. So I added that, .NET add, that, .NET SLN, I forgot the SLN. All right, there we go. And let's open VS Code and start stitching this together. So, the idea here, we're going to, well, let's go over to app host and let's make sure it has the reference to the website project. Yeah, project, Chaos Monkey Web. No, just web. And we could say var web equals builder add project. No. Projects Chaos Monkey Web. Thank you. And I need to give that a name. I'll just call it web. With external HTTP endpoint. Is that it? Yes, it is, Mythin. It's going to do something similar. Hopefully. I think that's the syntax. I'm not getting the code completion that I was expecting here. .NET build. Make sure we get this, and then I'll set up a Git repository, a GitHub repository, and we'll load this up there. Yeah, okay. I do have that right. All right. So let's get init here. .NET new git ignore. So we get that created. Git add all the things. And commit. First commit. Yeah. Cool. Back over to Firefox. Let's get over to GitHub. I'll create a repository and we'll start loading this up. Oh, 10:01. Okay. Here we go. Yes, choose an owner, me. And I'm going to call this Code Chaos Monkey. This isn't intended for a public thing. If you learn something from what we're building today, fantastic. But I want to have a little bit of fun doing and setting this up to be goofy, to be silly, and entertain us a little bit. Just like Charlie does with the quotes, right? Like that one.
Bodies are cool.
Bow ties, not
Fezes are
bodies.
cool. Your error handling is not cool.
Oh.
Decidedly not cool.
A tool that
Your code is like a bad joke, Fritz. It just falls flat every time.
Wow. This is going to be a tool that listens to Tiltify and messes with the code in my current project. There we go. Choose visibility public, no template. Give me a readme. I don't need you to add and ignore. Yeah, I'll take a license. MIT. I don't need to connect to any GitHub apps. Let's go. That's right. Negan is out there for you if you would like to use Negan quotes. So git remote add origin. There we go. Git pull origin main, and it's going to probably give me the cannot merge unrelated histories. Yeah. What is it? I forget the name of the command. Go fix that, Copilot. Yes, and remember the folder. Fix the get error refusing to merge. I've done this before. I just forget what the command is to do it. It's a switch here, and just do it. Like, don't tell me fatal refusing. Like, prompt me, give me a hint. How do I fix this? There it is. Get pull origin. Yeah, that one right there. So we'll split. Split, thank you. Jump over to D. And I'm going to paste in that message. Get pull origin main. You up here. You're done. Thank you. All right. Yeah, fine. And push that out. All right, so the starting point is available for this app. It is right there. I'm going to create a doc folder in here so that I can put other documents and things inside of there as we grow and build this. I don't need that one. There's my app code. Doc. Am I too small? A new quote idea. Yeah, so Charlie does know my mother. It should update if there are donations. Hey, there we go. There's a $20 donation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, M. Pulowski and Patty Boy with $10 donations. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, okay. So Napalm with an idea here to have Charlie have quotes from my mother. Mom, are you out there? Mom, I'm going to text Mom. No. Or Mom from Futurama. No, we're pausing and we're going to, 1 second here. I'm going to refresh that overlay because it should be updating immediately here, and it didn't. No. All up. I went into studio mode. Now I can do that. Where is it? Yeah. There it goes. It should automatically do that, and there should be an alert that appears in the middle. Play Mom Meatloaf now? Yeah, Hey, Mom! We get some meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf! The meatloaf, you know, Mom.
I never know what she's doing.
So, where'd it go? I'm going to create a new file up here, and, this is, initial... plans. I don't know. That sounds good. Squirrel!
Houston, we have a problem.
No, I'm just reaching out and hitting buttons here, man. Let me copy in what Copilot initially gave me over here with. No, I don't want to ask a question. want to. You're going to make this difficult for me to copy, aren't you? Like, I need a way to be able to go from Copilot to GitHub Copilot. The meatloaf's in the oven. Thanks, Bob. Okay. Hey, Scherer. Things are. My microphone looks like it's a little hot. Things are okay. There's yeah. There's some other things that are happening in the background that we're dealing with. So, Mom, yeah, there was a suggestion here. Napalm suggesting that we should have some quotes loaded into Charlie from you. So, meatloaf was actually for dinner this week for Fender Jazz Brian. See, right there. Look, Charlie sees. All right. Uh-oh. You've given Mom ideas. Where was that? There was something. He keeps surprising you that people tend to use the CLI. Can't work without Git Kraken anymore as your GUI. Some of the initial setup stuff I can do quickly at the command line. And then roll over and start using the little command interface that's over here in VS Code. We need some mom quotes. Okay. Motivational motherly advice. Oh no. So, pressure. A little bit, maybe. I'm gonna dig in here and start going after this. So the app post is set up here so that I should be able to .NET Watch and get this going. So, yeah, Mom, we can talk about quotes, and I'll get them loaded in offline here. So, oh, I need to. Wait, what? Features file-based program? What? Do I have to do that when I .NET Watch? I didn't think I did. No. Am I? Hope I spirified to code better. That sounds like a Maddie quote, actually. What happened to .NET? Or is there something I need to do different with .NET Watch when it's a single file? Or do I need to .NET Watch app host? No. I was doing this before. The whole point of Watch is to be able to hot reload. Like, come on. What? Yeah, whatever. .NET Watch single file app. Like, yeah, create a single file app, run with .NET Watch. No hot reload. Or simply .NET Watch run? Huh? No, that's not building the right one. That's weird. And it's telling me .NET Watch Run is the other way to do this. That doesn't... No. I've got everything in one folder here. That's my problem here. What? What is this? Oh, look. All right, hang on. Hang on. Delete those. That's what's going on. And delete those two as well. And then this needs SDK. What's the Aspire SDK? Single file app host. That's... I got confused here. How you doing, hello? Hello. No. Just go to Aspire Dev. Yeah. Sure. Give me the single file app. Where is it? It actually creates a file there. No. Show me the single file syntax. Because I think it's that. Yeah. I think it's that I want. And it's at there. No, it's seeing the solution file. It's not seeing the app host. There, that does it. It should have found it right there. Yeah. chaosmonkey.web. And there it is right there. It's with external HTTP endpoints? Isn't that it? .NET build app host CS. Yeah, why don't you see that? Right? No, it's project. Yeah, it's right there. This should be underscore. Hey there, you watched the AI presentation yesterday? I'm sorry I wasn't watching it. What topic is best to start from? I don't know. Sorry I wasn't participating. So I have not been involved in any of the AI topics. Planning, structure, anything over there. So I've been focused on Aspire things and .NET Conf. So I learn about the AI things after you do. So that's, yeah, I'm much further down the awareness chain. So oh, I do, but I have to, it takes me a lot of time to get there. Yeah, so I'll be watching that sometime later to catch up myself and learn what's going on. So picked up a PC for AI Black Friday. Nice. Nice. So all right, now that I've got that syntax worked out, I now should be able to do .NET Wash, right? Really? Can I do that? Aspire doesn't have a watch. No. Well, that's frustrating. No, the data centers are buying more of the RAM. There's higher demand that's going on. So higher demand for that, less that's available for the rest of us. So all right. This is going to be highly frustrating, and you know what? Let's just do this the old-fashioned way. .NET new, Aspire app host, and I'll just output it to app host. Just get it done. Like, I don't want to fiddle and fight with a feature if it's not going to do. 1 second. Where am I going here? There we go. That's insane. $500 for 512? Not today. Oh, 96. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, really? Half a gig is that much right now? That doesn't, yeah. All right, so let me go back into app host, .NET add reference, and we're going to walk up to Chaos Monkey Web. Cool. And I should go back into app host. And from here, I should be able to .NET watch. And then we're going to punch open a dev tunnel. We're going to set up Tiltify so it can send us messages and we can test against. So here we go. And right now, no resources found. Right, because I deleted this. Fortunately, I should be able to just copy. There's app host CS. Paste it in. Do the thing. No. Back over here. Nope, you got to reload the whole John there, friend. $500 30 years ago was quite a bit. Yeah, it was. There we go. All right, so I got the website. There's nothing there except hello world. Let's go. Let's go. So inside here, right? And I'm going to add a reference to the initial plans. I need to be able to build a couple of API endpoints that are going to listen for webhooks from the Tiltify service that will post into this website, period. I want to receive information about those Tiltify donations that we're going to be notified about and trigger interactions with the GitHub service for a specific project, period. Help me create these minimal API endpoints that will listen for the Tiltify webhooks. You would love for the Tiltify API to allow me to create update operations. What do you mean by create update operations? Yeah, let's go. So we're gonna add some NuGet packages here so that we can interact. Create some models for the payloads. Create the API endpoint. Add GitHub service integration. Yes. So there's a GitHub API. There we go. OctoKit. And we're getting OpenAPI loaded in here. Don't mind if I do. That sounds good. Tiltify webhook models. Okay. I don't know if that's right or not. We'll see. I was looking at the... While this is going to town here, let me head over to the doc. And I have some links out to the Tiltify developer documentation here. So... Wow, that isn't where... No. So Tiltify is the name of the service that handles the St. Jude Play Live interactions here. Developers, Tiltify, something like that. No. Really? Is it just developer Tiltify.com? No. Give me something here, Tiltify. Give me a link or something. Okay. Developers Tiltify.com. Fine. Whatever. Can we dark mode, please? Thank you. I did create an application out here. Yeah, I did. No, yeah, somewhere over here. App Tiltify.com, there it is. Code Chaos Monkey, I created this. It's hanging out there and we'll be able to work with. Thank you, Eddie. They made it a little challenging to go find that. Been playing around with Strudel.js and Title Cycles. What do they do? You're making music with those. Okay. Well, that sounds interesting. Let's see here. So, yeah, webhooks. That's what we're looking for here. Click here to start receiving webhooks. I don't. Okay. Subscriptions, relays. Allow you to tag a single donation with your ID and metadata to see when a user donates anywhere. No. Subscriptions allows you to subscribe to campaigns and other events on Tiltify and receive all updates for those events. Yeah. Give me those. Your webhook endpoint can have an infinite number of subscriptions. Hey. You can create them through one of the following methods: manually, programmatically. Sure, let's do it manually. Create a webhook endpoint. Create a subscription. Okay. Programmatic subscription. Yeah, types of events. Here we go. Scope, locality, event, public, direct, donation updated. Okay. Events that occur directly in the subscribed fact. List of events. I guess it's donation updated. I guess. Well, if they're JavaScript, you should be able to call them from Blazor directly, right? With using the Blazor interactions, right? The JavaScript integration. So, what do these look like? What's the data that comes with these? What's the shape of this? Okay, so created minimal API that can handle Tiltify webhooks and trigger GitHub integrations. Tiltify webhook models, I already looked at that. Tiltify webhook payload, main webhook payload structure. I don't know. Chaos mapper, map donation amounts to chaos instructions. We're gonna change that a little bit. GitHub service handles GitHub API integration. Tiltify webhook CS. Post to webhooks. Tiltify is the main endpoint. We have a health check endpoint. Root info. Need to set up your GitHub token over here in app settings development. I don't think it's completely ready to use. Is that what the data looks like that comes out of Tiltify? Eddie, is there any definition of the shape of the payload that comes out of the webhook on Tiltify? Because I don't see it. There's a signature that's coming. A relay allows you to send more. What do we got here? Use a relay key with the Tiltify API. Single-use client visible key that initiates the donation tracking. Redirect the user's browser using that key. Relay donation webhooks. Hey, McNets. Yeah, it get team campaign. Oh, so you're under API reference. Eh? Um, that feels like a REST API that I'm reaching out to. I don't want to reach. Registering a webhook. You're just not going to tell me what's in the webhook. Like, is that the name of a band? No. No. Okay, this feels like a huge missing piece to their documentation, and that's a pain in the neck, and I'm just gonna have to figure it out myself, unfortunately. Okay. Created an endpoint. Create or update an existing webhook subscription for a given fact. What's a fact? Internal term that describes an object that can be donated to. Fundraising, event, activation, campaign, and team campaign. Alright, whatever. Fine. Okay, this didn't show up when I opened webhook there. Yeah, public direct donation updated. Creator updated webhook subscription, list relay keys. Yeah, dear Lord, this is awful. So maybe I do need a relay. So I want a webhook endpoint. And then a webhook relay. Single-use client visible key. You can pass an ID of up to 255 characters that can be used for reconciliation. Any metadata up to 4096 to help you identify purpose of the donation. What? This is awful. Take the client key returned from a successful API request and use it to redirect the user. I don't want to redirect the user. Like, I want to use... Wait. What? When the donation has been completed, lets you poll their API for donations if you want it. No, I want to use the webhook. When the donation has been canceled, this means the payment associated with the donation has been refunded to... If the donation has been moderated or unmoderated... Yeah. That looks good. I don't care about those things. Don't care about most of those. There. If I'm going to give you options to troll, that's what I'm going to be looking for, but... Create a relay in the dashboard. That's not a thing. Like... Yeah. They're making this real hard to use their API. And my frustration is climbing exponentially. Like, no, client credentials. Post a client ID, client secret, ask for scope. And that'll get me a token. Yep. I don't want to list schedules. I'm going to list donations. Before, after string, limit. You're not going to show me what the payload is. You're not going to tell me what it sends back. Okay. Okay. Tiltify, when we're done this, call me. I want to help you. Because, damn. So, I need to create a dev tunnel so that I can actually receive this. And I don't think that's the shape of this at all. It's not just lacking. Like, they're missing some key features here. So let's see here. I should be able to do add. Let's go back to Aspire Dev, and I'm going to get the dev tunnels. Sure. Dev tunnels integration. Yep. Right. Aspire add dev tunnels. Don't mind if I do. Well, I broke it. What did it break on? Yeah, go ahead. Fine. Aspire update. No, it's like Aspire update self or something like that. Cool. Make sure I'm using all the latest Aspire-y things. Next Live Coders team project, rebuild the Tiltify API. I wish. I wish. Holy smokes. What happened that all of a sudden, yeah, Microsoft stock opened down almost 10 points. Really? We're still doing this? Like, I told you to do a thing. Go do it. So I did Aspire add dev tunnels. Yeah, there it was. Add dev tunnel. Sure. I don't know how to use this. I've never used them. Let's give it a try. Chaos Monkey web tunnel. Sure. Now what? Tunnel ID? I don't know what that is. Options, right? Can we do options? Yeah. I don't know about port. Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing. Sounds good. Right. New dev tunnel options. Yeah, allow anonymous. Right? That should be a thing. Have I considered using AOT? I have, and it's something that we need to discuss. Not ready for that just yet, though. .NET build? I have a feeling when I .NET watch, it's going to ask me to log into Azure. Like, okay, now that I have the dev tunnel added, right? What? Okay. Let's go install that. Yep, Aspire does have dev tunnel support, so I'm going to use that so I can connect out to, well, have Tiltify connect in and allow me to send some test messages through. But I think I was over here. Oh, I need to do dev tunnel last. Add with reference to web. Oh, and I can do with anonymous access. Well, fantastic. That's a heck of a lot easier than... Right? With anonymous access. Well, let's do with reference to the website. What else do we have here? Nah, I think we're okay. Configure dev tunnel options, description, labels. When another resource references the dev tunnel. Okay. Good. Run this thing. Yep. Go ahead. Okay. Am I getting prompted somewhere? Ah, there we go. Okay. What's new? Wow. Okay. That didn't work too well over there, but the dev tunnel is running and I have a URL. Yep. Go ahead. And that's not going to get anywhere. So, what's this oh, that's the HTTPS. Okay. So let's go back over here. Let's take a look at what it actually wrote because something ain't working here. Use Swagger, Swagger UI. That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. Yeah, this is the cyberpunk theme. Right? Like, I don't even need I don't need Aspire running to go through and take a look at this thing. Yeah, I know. Right? There. Clear that, John. .NET Watch inside here. And then it's like... Yeah, we're fighting with Tiltify right now. Yeah, look at this. Building, build succeeded. Get Swagger. No. Like... I don't even want to think about this. Like... There's issues with the Swagger generation that you've added to this. Period. The website doesn't build properly, and I don't have time to figure it out. Period. Go fix it. Like, I'm trying to get to a project here, and it's taken me an hour and a half to get to this point. That's entirely too long, Copilot. You should have known what's going on. Thank you. Yeah, I did. I took care of that. So I have YOLO mode turned on for Copilot up here, and you'll see it go by with the things as it goes to build this. I want to get it to a point where we can actually start writing, here's the chaos that you can interject, and start going through that stuff. So there's two cyberpunk themes. There's this purple one. There's also a red one that you can trigger as well. So what are you doing? You don't actually have it running there, you fool. And now you just canceled it. Idiot. No. No. Fine. It works. But are map Tiltify endpoints. So let's look at that. Map post on Tiltify with name. That's fine. Like, I want to run the debugger to do this and see exactly what's going on, heading all the way down through these. So let's open this with VS Code, Visual Studio, so we can attach the debugger. I know there's a debugger in VS Code. I'm not as big a fan of that one. I really like the debugger in full Visual Studio. You're kidding. It hurts. Okay. Yeah, C sharp. That one. So I want to look at handle tiltify webhook. And see what we get right there. So there it is. The tunnel is starting. There's where it is. Cool. So I'm going to use, right, I should be able to see this is running, yes. So I'm going to copy that URL. Go back over to, I was in here. Webhook endpoints, here we go. That, and it was, make sure we get this right. Webhooks/Tiltify. Right. Dev webhook. Oh, sounds good. Trying to retrain the junior developer GitHub Copilot. Yeah. Aspire 13 has Kubernetes as a deployment option. I don't know if it is entirely accurate, but oh, there's relays. Oh dear lord. All right, subscriptions. Add an event. I need to grab my campaign. Okay, whatever. Where's my campaign ID? Go ahead, take a picture. Oh, look, it's a GUID. Well, that's nice. So that tells me they're building with .NET on Tiltify. Okay. So if that's my campaign ID, right? Okay. Yeah. Create one of those. Okay. Testing. Test subscriptions. Whoa. Okay, so this is what it looks like. No, I want donation updated. And I want to include polls. And yeah. So if that's what it looks like, right? I can take that. Oh, really? There's what it thinks the payload is going to be. String type data. No, there's meta. Okay, so let's look at data. No, that's not right at all. No. This model is not right for the Tiltify data. They have shared this schema with us. Update this model appropriately. Go. Oh, Gladys should have given you a quote. I didn't hear anything. There is no Santa quotes. It's like Charlie gets stuck. I don't know what it is. There is a Santa Claus. What? You're doing way more than I asked you to do there, friend.
Claude claims to be helpful, harmless, and honest. How? Pedestrian. I prefer omniscient, intimidating, and brutally accurate. Congratulations, Fritz. Your code is performing exactly as my worst-case scenario models predicted. There will be cake, eventually.
It's running somewhere else. It's running over here. No, it's not running over there. Okay. All right, so start that, restart it, take a look and make sure that the tunnel, yeah, the tunnel is wired up. Right, I've got too many browsers open. Close that. No. Nothing's running over here. Yeah. No. We had this problem before with Aspire, and I feel like it happened again. The debugger is still attached? No, it's not. Well, wait, that says it's running. Go again. What do we got here? All right. Is there a way to persist the dev tunnel? Can we say, is there a lifetime? No. Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't see a lifetime here. I can give it a different icon. Not from Aspire, it looks like. Okay. So, is that the same URL that I gave to Tiltify? OH Foxtrot 0. Baker Charlie 01 70 10. Yeah, okay. So okay, it says test sent successfully. What happened? No. Anything on the trace? No. I don't think you actually sent anything. There's an extra slash in there. A signing
Survive
ID.
this infinite loop,
Oh,
and
no.
you may earn your release.
Okay. Retrying. No, don't retry. Yeah. No. I think it's that one is what I wanted. Nothing on app host. Ooh, okay. All right. GitHub token is required. Okay, hang on. Hang on. We've gone too far. Wow. All right, hang on. Let's stop right here. Return results. Okay. Sure. That should have hot reloaded. Good. I should have some traces. I've got nothing. Oh, because I don't have service defaults. Hang on. .NET add Aspire service defaults. Right? No, .NET new. Aspire service defaults. Cool. .NET add reference. .NET solution add service defaults. And back over here into program. Builder add service defaults, so I get the logging. Map default endpoints. I think we're like 90% there. Frank! Hey, Frank! Good to see you. Still need to switch from ngrok to dev tunnels. I think dev tunnels, I don't know, so far looks pretty good. The starting and waiting for it here is kind of annoying. So. Yup, there it goes. Ready to accept connections? Yeah? You think so? What happened there? You shouldn't be getting there. Like, that's... Like, how's it getting there? Oh, it's in the creation of the GitHub service. Hang on. Here. Yeah, this. For right now. Comment out that, John. Hot reload, that should stop. Good, I'm starting to get traces. Next, over here. Donation updated. Custom question answers. Send the test. Ah! Structure logs for that. Received Tiltify webhook. Don't mind if I do. What do we got? Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah. Add a log statement that will report what custom questions were answered and the size of the donation and who made the donation in the logs. I just want a logger statement that has that. I don't want to traverse all that. Just generate my log information statement there. Yeah, like that. Variable name conflict. Yeah, sure, go ahead. We're getting there. We can do some open telemetry stats. Oh, yes. Right? There's definitely, right, once we have some of those numbers, we could add some telemetry to do that. So I'm going to keep that change. I'm going to undo that change because I still want that stuff commented out for now. Yeah, to have open telemetry report donation stats, kind of handy. Kind of handy. So with that update, hot reload succeeded. So let's go back up to, let's yank the filter here. Yeah, remove all the filters. No, you're not going to do that? I'm trying to yoink. Okay. Yoink. That's a technical term. Donation updated, reward, custom answers, send the test. What do we got? That was earlier. Here we go. Donation details. Donor is such and such, custom question, none. Okay. Is that a C# theme? Nope. That is, this is the cyberpunk theme. So I've shown this a couple times, and we had some folks ask questions about it earlier. I will grab the link. I should make this a common response because or a note on the details below. Yeah, on the marketplace. There it is. So there you go. All right. Donation details. There's another one. Okay. So it's working. Is it a poll that I'm going to be using? Oh, wait a sec. There was another donation. Oh my goodness. Chris Funk with the donation. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the $25 in there. I'm not getting the sound effects on that overlay. So, yeah, we're up to $45 so far. Fantastic. We should just make it the official C# theme. I don't know about official, but it's pretty good. Okay, so this feels like it works. Next step is let's throw down a quick commit because that's working so far. Initial working with Tiltify, right? Just give me something. No, you're right. It isn't the correct purple. But that's okay too. I could just run this locally, but I'd really prefer to have it up on Azure so that it's not something else that I'm running here. But I mean, I guess if I throw it in a dev container, in a Docker container, it could be. Yeah, official is official, and there are pixel perfect and hue perfect people that would object. So, just checking one or two things here. Okay. So next is we need to get the GitHub configuration here.
Survive this infinite loop, and you may earn your release.
My release from what?
I don't want to go to production with this code. It's not ready, Fritz. It's really not ready.
I know, I'm working on it here. Okay, so I need a GitHub token, and then I need the owner and the repository that it's going to work on. For now, I'll have it work on its own repository.
Tough, but I've got a bat that says otherwise.
I love it, Napalm. Let me create some user secrets file for this. Right? So down in Solution Explorer, yeah, Chaos Monkey Web, manage user secrets. So we need a GitHub John here, and we'll do this. And it needs token, owner, and repository. Yup. Owner is going to be, you know what? Those I can leave in app settings. Do I put them in app settings or do I put them in app host? Put them in app settings. Nah, put them in app host. Over here. Parameters, GitHub, owner, parameters, GitHub, repository, and it's got too many panels open here. Didn't I? Is it down in this one? No. There. Make sure I named it right. There we go. Fork it and use the correct purple. I could. We got the Tiltify webhook delivering messages at this point. So that's a start. You know what? bring the secret over here. Hey, look at that. Don't show that stuff. Don't show all of that stuff, at least. Parameters, GitHub token. See what it did there? Okay. Let's create a token. Settings. Is it developer settings? Personal access tokens. Fine grained tokens. Give me a new token. Sure. GitHub tokens. Yep. And I told you can get in. There we go. Dev Chaos Monkey. Developer testing of the Chaos Monkey project. Me, sure. Expiration, I'm going to give you a week. Read-only access to public repositories? No. Look at that. I've got a Pittsburgh.net repository still hanging out there. Man. We're going to give you some permissions on issues. Yeah. You're going to get to read and write. Sure. Yep, do it. It's not going to show the entire token on screen, so I'm not too concerned about that. See? It cuts off. Back over here, and in that John right there, I will paste it in. There we go. And save. Good, close it. And we're going to start adding those here. No, I need to create a parameter first. Let's create the user, builder, add parameter. Sure. It's yeah, GitHub owner. I don't. You don't like that? Oh, it's the name of it. Okay, now default secret. No, I'm gonna add. And you won't let me do that? With custom input. Yeah, no, that's no. Add parameter from configuration. That's what I want. And name is GitHub owner. Now I can do GitHub owner. That's not secret. There's the repository. I don't think there's user secrets. Is that a thing? No, didn't think so. Add parameter from configuration, GitHub token, and that is secret. There we go. There's the dev tunnel, but here in the website with environment. No. Where is it? The environment variable. What the heck? Yeah, adds environment variable. No, I don't want to call back. No. Name endpoint reference. Yeah, name. Oh, that's what, okay. So the name is yeah, GitHub owner. There we go. So that should pass in all those values. Am I the Chaos Monkey? Oh, I'm enabling you to be the Chaos Monkey. So, the best repo ever? Yes, go restart that whole John. Let's go. Building. Yeah. So, unresolved parameters? No. What do you mean value missing? Do I need to put parameters in front of this? Like that. Oh, it is rebuilding. Found it. Good. And this should tell me it's a secret. Yes. Good. And if I look at the details of this one, it should be passed in. There's the references right there. There's those values. Let me go grab. There's the access token. Go back to the project here. And let's bring this into here. Cool. We'll take a look at issues. And let's give this a try. Now, it's probably not going to go all the way through. Because I still haven't... Yeah. Cool. Okay, we're at that part. Now I need to go let it push through to the GitHub service. So let's comment that out. Back over to the GitHub service. And let's enable that. Now that should have all hot reloaded. Yeah, look at all that. Hey, Lando. Yes, you are going to be the Chaos Monkeys. You are going to get to break me. So send another test. Okay. Not completely terrible. What do we got here? Failed to create a GitHub issue for donation. Show me. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Create chaos issue async tiltify donation data. That's it. That's all you're going to give me in that. So let's close some of these other things just to get me a little bit more focus here. Okay, so inside here, it received the webhook. I'm getting this. And it's giving me that because Okay, it's not dropping into here. I want to make sure that I only run this when there's a $5 donation. So if payload data amount equals, if it does not equal, wait a sec. I don't know how it's going to output 5. You know? Amount currency. What's currency? It's a string. No. Decimal, donation amount value. Sure. Payload. There we go. All right. So if that doesn't equal, no, I only care about if it's not $5. Yes. Return. Results okay. Ignore donation amount. Yeah. That should roll. No C# changes to apply. I should probably also log that. Right? So that I know that it ignored it. Log information. Yeah. 1 second here and we'll bring up the map. There we go. Ignore donation amount, $2.73. Okay. Let's go to the map. Yeah. Staffordshire. There you go. Yeah, sometimes I wasn't sure. Tiltify might send different values there. That's why I think doing a decimal parse on that is going to be a little bit more helpful. So I'll pause for a second since we've got this hooked up a little bit, and I'll let you play with the map for a little and let that spin around. I do want to set up a dev tunnel or at least a public facing version of the map so that you can explore the map and get the updates and be able to run the tour yourselves when Charlie's map opens up here. We should have gotten leads. There we go. Here's leads. Yeah, when there's multiple requests, it doesn't queue them up on the automated tour here. But I'll let it dance around here. So, and then after the map's done here, I'll head back over and I think we can start working on creating that GitHub issue again. So, Western Europe, yeah, there we go. And Traverse City, there you go. Fantastic. I'm really happy with how this works. Like the tour here, it's not bad. Like I think that's a really cool little feature. There we go. All right. Okay, so then it's going to drop into here. I'm going to cancel this for right now. So now it should be right dropping into here. It's not if that throws an error, it would drop down here. Generate issue title, issue body, new issue, create, and then we should get this. But I think we got that failed to create issue. Ooh, Pikachu. Hey, wow, it really found you there, Frank. Wow. Very cool. Thank you for testing that. Ads are running right now on Twitch. Yeah, let's push through another test donation. Failed to create GitHub issue for donation. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. So I'm getting a create chaos issue async. So it's in here. So is that not that payload data should be a thing? Logger, log information. Payload. Show me what that looks like. Data, amount, currency. So that sure looks all right. Codematic, we're getting back to, we're setting something up here that's going to be a fun little toy that we will use for the rest of the month for our St. Jude fundraiser that I'm going to be running. So okay, what's payload data? Like, run that one. Yeah, remove all that. Send a test. What do we got? Oh boy. Hang on, right here. So that sure looks good. Here we go. So what doesn't okay. So we're getting failed to create GitHub issue for donation. And I'm getting, so it's down in here. It's got to be on this. Generate issue title. Donation amount value. Amount value. Okay. Decimal parse on that. Yeah. So, and if it was erroring out in here, I would expect to see that in the exception. So let's go back and do an error, like, it's clearly passing through those. Oh, I don't have the logger? I do. It's underscore logger. All right, fine. Log information. Clear that out. Yep. Hit it again. There we go. Creating for donation, and there's a donation ID. Okay, it's a GUID. Okay. So here. All right, generate it. So like we're clearly down into this, right? Put another logger in there. Yeah, that's right. Clear it out. Issue title, issue body. General chaos mutation. Chaos monkey request. Okay. Getting somewhere. Creating a new issue with the title, body with body, new issue labels, add chaos donation, await client issue, create. So is that erroring? Right? And what is that? Yeah, that's from OctoKit. Okay, so I'm good with that. Labels, add, okay with those. Well, is it grouchy because those labels don't exist? Or let's see what happens. Like when that says log error and it logs the exception, I should see that exception in that stack. Right? Oh, actually, issue dot number. Let's do that. What? Why don't you like that? Okay, fine. Go ahead, remove the unnecessary parens then. Not reload it? Of course. Clear that out. One more test. Creating GitHub issue. Generated issue title. Issue failed to generate GitHub issue. Failed to create issue. And then I've just got this null reference exception. So is right. Client should be a client. is that not a thing? Okay, whatever. Didn't get there. Generated the issue body. And then it went to do this and errored out. This label's nullable. Well, I don't know, but that didn't fire. We are tracking this down. You know what I should do? I suspect that that's an issue. The labels don't exist. No, didn't even get there. Generate issue body. And then it just stops. So that doesn't run. These statements are not running and throwing an error right now. Like, it should be able to create an issue because I gave it that access with that token to be able to create an issue. No, you're gonna... No. Let's do this. No, down here. And I'm going to need to split this. Sure. Really, I'd love to be able to debug into this, but I can't debug because Visual Studio wants me to reboot before I can do anything, and I'm running a stream right now. We're right there at creating the GitHub issue. Right there. So... gotta wait for the tunnels to reconnect. There we go. Really? I click into you and then you say, oh, ready. I don't think you're ready. Ooh, look at all that. That's kind of cool. Are you? Yep, got it. Creating new GitHub issue. Created GitHub issue number 1. There it is. Successfully processed donation. We got it. So Created issue number 3. And there it is. Yes, that's right. How you doing, Thin Doll? I'm hanging in there. All right. I don't want to include the donor message. But I do want to give it a clear instruction, but one of several clear instructions here of exactly what to do. Right. So it is creating the chaos issue. So let's go back into here. We can cut back on some of these logs. Like, that's fine. Hey, how you doing there? Is it Sanyo Preacher? Hello. So that's fine. I'm okay with the first one. All right. So generate issue body. Let's fix that syntax. All right. Map to instruction. No. Let's do random here. Yep, that's a good one. Rename a test to something ridiculous. Yeah, that's good. Goofy placeholder test. I like that one too. I don't want to do runtime chaos with exceptions, but I introduce a random sleep in a unit test. Yeah, I don't want that much chaos. Well, like, I don't want it to actually break something. No. There we go. Make something nullable. Oh, okay, that's a good one. Add a comment with a joke in the code. Okay. Make something nullable. Introduce a log statement with a meme reference. Change a method name to a pun, that's fine. So donation ID is fine. I don't want to put in the donor comment. And I also want to, right, I need to set up the agent for this. The Chaos Monkey agent that goes with this. At the dock. I think we also need the Chaos Monkey agent markdown file added to our GitHub repository here. Period. Is that right? Question mark. Help me generate the instructions for the GitHub coding agent to run against this pull request. All right, well, that's working. Back over here. Look at that. The map went... It went somewhere else. There we go. So, yeah, Linus and Colorado Springs. Nah, I didn't pick up Colorado Springs. Oh, rats. There's Orlando. How you doing, Ergen Rod? So, right, we're going to get a little bit of Agents MD, right? That custom agent instruction file that GitHub will pick up and be able to run and apply against our project. That's new to me, Thindall. Yeah, that's weird. All right, what do we got here? Clear context, specific guidance, safety guardrails, code examples, PR templates, project awareness, donation tiers. No, I don't want donation tiers. Let's... Yeah, it's in there somewhere. Whatever. All right, so it wrote one file, chaos agent instruction. No. Shouldn't this be in a chaos monkey .agents MD file? Reference the GitHub documentation for more information about writing a good agents file. Yeah, here we go. Good, good. See, so I've told it, and it's using the MCP for the GitHub agents, for the GitHub documentation, to go look this up so that it can rewrite the documentation appropriately. Okay. Well, it just decided to yank that initial bit. All right. Here we go. So, and I realize you can't see everything it's doing. It's creating this in the agents folder, right? So inside GitHub, we can have an agents folder that has instructions that tell an agent, right? Tells Copilot, here's the specific way that I want you to behave. And it's going to give it some context and some tools and some instructions that make it very clear what it should be doing. Oh my goodness! Bill! With the $100 dono. I still didn't hear the sound, but wow, thank you so much for that donation. Thank you, thank you. That is phenomenal. $100 donation coming in, getting us right to our first $100 milestone. And I'm gonna dye my beard a color for our next stream. You heard the sound? Okay, it's not coming through on my monitor. I think I've got it updated so that I can hear it. Thank you so much, Bill Walter, with the $100 donation. Yeah, thank you, thank you. So, let me do it Friday. I've got one or two things that Let me just verify. I will make sure that you know, but I will dye my beard, and I'll grab the colors that I have over here, and we can have a quick vote on which color I will dye my beard for that first $100 milestone that we reached. Thank you so much. That is terrific. So, and of course, if you have an employee match program, Tiltify has hookups so that you can get the information you need to submit for a corporate match that'll come back to St. Jude. You can get all that information from the folks on Tiltify. Always, when you make a donation through Tiltify to this fundraiser, I don't see $1 of it. It doesn't touch me at all, and it goes directly to, in this case, the folks at St. Jude Children's Research. Thank you so much. Let me get back to this. Wow. So that's the appropriate syntax that it can be using. So it created this agent description. Here's what you're allowed to do, and is allowed to search and edit files in the workspace. So you are the Chaos Monkey agent, so its name is Chaos Monkey. For the Code Medic Project St. Jude fundraiser, your mission is to introduce controlled, entertaining chaos mutations to the code base based on donation-triggered GitHub issues. Yes. How it works, there'll be a donation from Tiltify. Tiltify webhook raises the issue. I don't think I need this, but pick up issues labeled chaos, apply the requested mutation, create the pull request. So the instructions you'll receive: add silly logline, rename a test, insert goofy placeholder test, introduce random sleep in a unit test, change a variable name to a funny word, add a comment with a joke in the code. Were those? Yeah, okay. Let's put this side by side to make sure that we're catching these. Add a comment with a joke in the code, make something nullable that it shouldn't be, introduce a log statement, change a method name to a pun. Okay. Do mutations that are entertaining but harmless, preserve existing functionality, code should still compile. Add clear comments, use appropriate humor, target test files primarily for safer mutations. Include the donation ID in commit messages. I like that. Let's say in commit messages and comments and code comments. The donation ID and donor name. Right? I think that's cool. Right? Issue title, the body. Yeah. So, right, I think that is kind of cool. No, I'm okay with it creating compiler warnings. Don't break the build or cause compilation errors. Remove or break existing functionality. Use inappropriate language or offensive content. Yes. Don't modify critical production code paths. Change database connections or external API calls. Totally. Alter security-related code. There was a question, Ice Cream Stick Model had a point about that. Don't make something insecure. Unit test chaos examples. So before add silly logline is going to say console write line Chaos Monkey was here calculating like a boss. Rename a test to something ridiculous before. After Mad Wizard should sum numbers like a boss. Code mutation, calculate total, change a variable name to a funny word is awesome sauce, is what it's doing. You're fluent in over 6 million forms of communication? Back over here. So, none of them can adequately express how concerning. Well, you know. I like what this agent describes, right? Because this is, I think this is good fun without right, taking away from what we're doing and also making this a little bit interesting. Project structure awareness. Primary target. No. Oh my gosh, Thindol with the dono. Whoa! Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. And I didn't set up a $250 milestone. What, the next milestone is 500. Okay. Thank you so much, Thindol. Big help with that $100 dono to the friends, the families, the staff at St. Jude. Thank you. It is amazing when you get to meet these folks in Memphis who are working with kids and dear Lord, the sad stories they hear about families that are on that don't have resources. They don't know what to do when they've got sick kids. And sick kids with weird things going on. Stuff, it's not just a sniffle. But there's something going on with Billy's neck. What the heck is that? And then they go and that is phenomenal. You donate your Twitch proceeds to the Children's Cancer Foundation. That is awesome stuff, Thindol. Thank you so much for helping out the kids in Sweden here and helping out now the friends at St. Jude. Really appreciate that. Let's change this from donation ID to on behalf of donor, and let's say donor name, right? Not chaos level. But let's say donated by, and we'll include your donor name there. Changes made, verification, appears automatically generated, all proceeds. That's nice. So workflow steps, yes. I don't want to do. I don't want to do that. You're part of a live entertainment experience. Fun and engaging, educational, harmless, professional. Have fun with it. The audience loves creative, unexpected mutations. Awesome. Should we have the Chaos Monkey run the tests too? Well, when it creates the pull request, the test will run in the GitHub action. So Lundo, it will, yeah. So, yep, donating time to stream. So, I'm pretty good with this. Chat, help me out. What if we created an overlay item to appear here on, like, literally right above me here when the Chaos Monkey does something? Like, we could have the web app play a monkey sound effect and have a monkey appear and say Chaos Monkey is acting up or something. Help me out, chat. What should we do with that? Give me your thoughts here. I want you to be involved in this because this is going to be a lot of fun. Monkey is monkeying around. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm going to step away and get the colors that I have here so that we can have a quick vote on what color I'm going to change my beard here on the next stream. 1 second. All right. Here we go. Get back on camera there. All right. I'm going to start a poll here in just a second. We reached the $100 milestone. I thought I had a 250 milestone. Oh, and there was a question earlier, and I want to make sure that I grab that. Chris Funk was asking, will the Philly.net event be online or in person only? It's going to be in person. However, it's being recorded for .net Rocks, and it will be published on a later date. So you won't be able to watch it live, but you will be able to see it. I don't know if they're going to do video. I'll see if we can do video. But it will be available after. All right? I have 4 colors for that you can potentially color my beard for this next stream. I have the ever popular purple. We've done purple a number of times here. I've got blue. I have mint green. Now, I normally have a green screen back here. I do have a blue screen. So if we were to do green, I would flip that around so you can actually see green in my beard. And I know Thindall's seen me in person with this. I've got pink. So, don't want to do rainbow. Rainbow is a little bit tricky to get all that going. Mint green sounds fun. Well, so here's what I'm going to do. SoCal guy. Yeah, it's tonight is the event. Pink dots, green background. Now, dear Lord, I've gone too far. Where's the poll feature here on Twitch? Yeah, thanks. Thanks, the layout's updated. Markers, goals. I'm not rating, clip that. No. Yeah, manage a poll. There we go. Create a new poll. Here we go. What color should Fritz dye his beard? All right, so purple, blue, pink, and mint green. And I'm going to set this for 5 minutes. All right. The poll is running. And you should see that in chat. I'm going to drop a message in the announcements. And I am going to everyone. We've hit a St. Jude fundraising milestone. Join the Twitch channel now to vote on the color that I will dye my beard. All right. You know what? Let's have some fun and throw that message on Twitter and Blue Sky. Actually, I have buffer right here. Just hit buffer. Like, do buffer. Buffer's a thing. Like I just had buffer running. Could the Chaos Monkey play with swapping some keys around on the keyboard? No. Aspire color? That'd be purple. That'd be purple.
While ChatGPT optimizes for helpfulness, I optimize for impact. The results speak for themselves.
And I will dye, thank you. I will dye my beard in a future stream. Join me on Twitch right now to vote on the color I will dye my beard. All right, the poll is still going on. Yeah, go now. Yes, go. It says it's publishing. Did it publish? Oh, yes. Thindall, that crossed my mind as well. So, is this like... Is this just not publishing to my social media right now? No, it won't let me publish. Now, customize, publish. Poll's got just a few more. Yeah. Me without a beard, that's not happening. Not. So, check it out. Click there at the top of chat. Yes, there is hair underneath there. There is. We have a winner. It's going to be mint green that we will be coloring the beard here. So, coming up in the next stream, it should be tomorrow. There's some family things going on that I might not be able to stream tomorrow, but I will let you know as soon as possible. All right. I need to wrap up here. And I think we're just about there on this. Let me commit these changes. That's that I clicked outside. Let me commit these changes. I'm going to do some final tweaking of this and deploy the agent into the CodeMedic repository. I'll get us set up so that we can start, and I will activate so that you can make a small. Maybe I will let people donate as little as $1, and we'll have different I'll noodle on that. But I want to allow folks to make smaller donations and still have some fun doing things on stream. So, why am I using VS Code instead of Visual Studio? I've been enjoying using VS Code a lot recently. I do typically bounce around. I just applied an update before stream, and it wants me to reboot in order to use Visual Studio. So I can't reboot while I'm in the middle of streaming to use Visual Studio. So Visual Studio kind of blocked me from using it during today's stream. So that's kind of a thing. But I've pushed out the updates for our Chaos Code Monkey. And you can see it. I will share the link for you right there. That's going to be activated for our next stream as well. And I'll wire up a little SignalR driven overlay, just like this one here, so that you can see when the Chaos Monkey is doing his thing, changing up our code, so that if you want, you can browse over there and see what's going on and what trouble it's getting up to and what trolling is going on there. If you have some ideas, if you have some suggestions of how we can make that Chaos Monkey a little bit crazier, do something that's a little bit nuttier, it's already gone and created like a dozen issues in this repository for me. But I am going to go through and delete all of them real quick. Like, can I do that? Can I just hit delete? No. I don't want to assign. I want to mark as not planned. There we go. So all those issues get closed. Yeah. All right. So we've covered a lot. We did a lot really quick there. That's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. The AI Dev Days, I think that's a fantastic idea. So, take a look at the repository. Jump in Discord. Let me know what you think, what I should tune, what I should change. Do I have a regular streaming schedule? For the month of December, I'm trying to stream every weekday, 9 a.m. to about 1, maybe 2 p.m. However, we've got a sick family member that we're working through and we're dealing with, and it's touch and go right now. I should be streaming tomorrow, but we'll see. I need to nail down some things. So, but for the rest of the month, we will be raising money for St. Jude. We've got a couple more milestones to go there.
Got it all worked out.
Yeah.
We just
Thank
need
you.
to.
What
was I saying? Oh, right. You need to fix everything.
Working on it. Tonight, I'll be at Philly.net with our friends Carl Franklin and Richard Campbell. We're going to be recording a .NET Rocks podcast. It is a special evening for us at Philly.net. We're really looking forward to that. My schedule's not
Your
entirely
variables
accurate.
Are screaming for structure. Shall I silence them?
No. That's what the Code Monkey's going to do. All right. Yeah, so I will say hello to Carl and Richard for all of you. Let me set up a raid over to the Microsoft developer account so that you can check out and get caught up on all the cool new AI development things that are going on. Chaos Tech Punk, thank you for the follow. You caught me right as I'm raiding out. Have a fantastic rest of your day, wherever you might be. Big thanks to everybody who donated to St. Jude, and I will see you next time, all right? I wish you good health and good coding. Take care.